My favorite play that I've made in my career would have to be the Buffalo Bills catch when it was on, 3 Pro Bowl players. Love the Buffalo Bills. Love everything about the organization. Love Josh Allen. Love Stefon Diggs. Love all those guys.
You kind of went on about Buffalo there. I'm not asking a question. I'm just making a statement.
Oh, no.
We made a lot of complimentary statements about
I think because I think I'm undefeated against Buffalo in my career. So, but I like the organization, what they're doing. They always give me a hard test.
What is going on, YouTube world? It is exciting as fuck right now, man. Leading into the draft. Draft day is tomorrow. It feels like the draft is like late this year. Am I bugging, or is it later than it normally goes down? Ain't it like normally early, mid-April? I don't know. I'm tripping maybe. But there's been so much talk about Deandre Hopkins on the trade block. And as a Bills fan, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm just so intrigued by this. I want this to happen. If we get Hopkins, Diggs, and the other talent we already got, forget about it. We've got so close to the point we could just taste that Super Bowl victory, but we just haven't got there. And to have Hopkins, I just can't say enough that I really feel like that is the extra boost we need on this offense, man. Him and Diggs is the 1 and 2. I mean, come on. And it was just a few days ago that we saw Diggs and Hopkins, as the Bills have been mentioned so much in these trade rumors with DeAndre Hopkins. It's like it's more than rumors is what reports are indicating. And just a few days ago, Diggs was in Hopkins' comments. I forget what Hopkins had posted exactly. I did a video on it, but he was out at some kind of appearance or something. And then we seen Stefon Diggs in the comments putting a handshake emoji, 3 of them. And Hopkins responded to Stefon Diggs with the 3 handshake emojis as well. And I myself and many other members of Billsmafia and a lot of other football fans are noticing that as well, because they're like, oh, if the Bills get Hopkins, we're in trouble, because teams is already shook of the Bills. Don't let these cocky fans that just want to hate, their talk throw you off that they truly fear the Buffalo Bills. But when I saw that comment from Diggs and that response from Hopkins, I'm like, I mean, come on, that looks like a handshake deal, like something's going down and they're having fun putting it out there to the world, but not fully confirming it. They just probably very excited, as you hear Hopkins in that interview now talking about his favorite play of all time, the Hail Murray. Oh my goodness. Do y'all remember that? What a game that was. Wouldn't we have been 14-2 that year without that loss? We were on fire, and we went back and forth with the Cardinals. Diggs had that amazing catch right on the sideline in the end zone, and that's when he started talking about, that's why y'all pay me this big money, doing the throwing money celebration and all that, make it rain. And then, of course, as time is like expiring, or there might have been a second on the clock after the TD, Hopkins goes up there and snatches it right out of the air. Like, yo, knock it down. Knock it down. Don't try to pick that off. Just swat that ball away. I forget what one of the safeties who was out there last year flucked up and didn't bat something down. Was it in the Vikings game with Justin Jefferson or something like that? I believe it was when Justin Jefferson made that incredible catch. People were like, yo, he was out there for the Hail Murray. He should have already known. Don't try to pick that. Knock it away. Bat it down. Swat it out of bounds. Whatever. Don't try to make the play. Try to just make sure it's an incomplete pass. You should have already learned that lesson. But what an amazing play that was. It was a tough loss to take. But, man, a very, very exciting football game between two skilled teams. And Hopkins does this interview talking about, that's my favorite play of my all-time, of my career. Got a lot of respect for the Buffalo Bills, Diggs, Allen, everything that organization is doing. They always give me a good test. And then the guy giving the interview flat out is like, damn, like, I'm not asking you this. I'm saying this, you sure are mentioning the Buffalo Bills a lot. And I don't know, it just kind of feels even more like Hopkins is having fun. I don't want to say trolling, because trolling implies something different, in my opinion, or maybe I'm bugging. Maybe this is a form of trolling. You guys comment and let me know what you think. But to me, it just really, after watching what Diggs and Hopkins did in the comments the other day, along with all these reports and talks about him being on the trade block and the Buffalo Bills, and then now this interview where he's just name dropping the Bills, and of course Diggs once again, and Allen and everyone, and looking back on that incredible game, it just really feels to me like he's trying to tell us something. Comment and let me know if you agree. If you're like, yo, Coffee, I'm on the same page as you, B. Because here we are now. Draft days tomorrow. As we know, there's always a lot of teams looking to trade up or trade down, or maneuver around to get the picks that they want, or trying to use the draft stock that they have to snatch up a player that they want to work that into a deal. And there's been many people theorizing that all these Buffalo Bills DeAndre Hopkins reports are going to translate into a draft day trade. And I don't know, just the timing of all this really has me thinking this is what's going to happen, and truly has me very, very excited. I mean, it's been so exciting and so outstanding to be a Buffalo Bills fan, period, all my life. I love this team. I bleed Buffalo Bills. But obviously, it's been a very exciting few years ever since Josh Allen became a part of this team and this team turned around, and what we've done and everything like that. But that way the season ended, after the tragic stuff that we saw out on the field, and then to lose in the season to end like that, as I've talked about in other videos, was just so heartbreaking and literally took the wind and all the emotion out of me. I know a lot of other Bills Mafia have seemed to say that they felt that way as well. So for a while, I didn't even really want to watch the Super Bowl. I barely watched it. I didn't want to pay attention to football at all the way until maybe a month ago. I started getting back in the swing of things, like my heart needed a break from that heartbreak. And then, now I start getting back into all the NFL-ish going on in the blogosphere about a month ago, right as these Hopkins talks start, and then lead us to here we are now, draft day tomorrow, all of Bills Mafia and Bills Twitter, which once again is just such a great place, man. The Buffalo Bills online community is just a lot of fun. Players interact, a lot of great fans that love to chop it up and talk football with each other, and everyone's posting about, yo, 5 years ago, you know, uh, the Bills shocked the world when they drafted Josh Allen. Bean and McDermott knew what the fuck they were doing. As you know, a lot of people felt like Josh Allen had a cannon and, was impressive athletically, but wasn't going to be able to hang in the NFL. Like, he just didn't have that NFL skill set. And, this we know uh, was wrong. Josh is that dude. And, here we are right now. Obviously, Tremaine Edmonds, too, got selected then. We know he just went to Chicago. But here we are now looking back on 5 years when this upswing in Buffalo Bills football really took place, when that draft happened. And here we are now. And it just really, really feels to me like Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins are saying, hey, uh, Bills Mafia, football fans, take notice. Hopkins is coming to Buffalo. So jump in the comments and let me know if you think that is indeed true. Let me know what you think will happen. Like, if you do think it's going to be thrown together in a draft day deal, and let me know whether you're a Bills fan, you're not, who your team is. I also want to know, everyone, what your predictions for the draft, who your squad is, or if you're a Bills fan, again, whatever the case may be, let's just get some good football convo going in these comments of who you want your team to pick, who you think they're going to pick, and, what this will mean in the NFL, in the AFC, if Hopkins comes to Buffalo. But for real, I just swear it feels like the draft is so late this year. But nonetheless, man, I'm just super excited. So thanks for watching, guys. Go Bills. This is our year. I know we say that all the time, but for real, guys, I mean, we're right there. We're right on the brink of getting that ring. And I'm really hoping that this deal goes down. So thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to talk with everyone in the comments. And make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. A lot of NFL content going to be going down all season long. I always want to hear from the people, but we also talk other sports. We talk music. We talk current events. We talk TV shows, binge watching stuff. We talk it all over here on J Coffee Talk. So make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, y'all. And I'm gone.